That was a rough one. We just got completely outplayed by the Cavs, and we were just bad. We were just bad despite having days off and finally being back at home. Maybe it might have made a like bad difference that they had too much time off right now after a huge road trip. I don't know. Maybe it was just a mixture of everything. But size once again gave us huge trouble with, of course, Mobley and Allen. We were fouling like it was last year, and Donovan Mitchell got Draymond ejected like a smartass, which was slick as hell. They went and reviewed it back, and hey, he had a point. No reason Draymond should be doing this with a tech already. Got ejected, even though he was actually looking really solid offensively. Defensively, on the other hand, it was weird so far, but there is just not enough fluidity and continuity with this starting lineup. We had another bad game from Wiggins, bad game from Clay. This was his first really bad game this season. Really bad game from Wiggins, even though he shot 50%. It was just bad. They tried to get both going. Clay, they put him in bad positions for bad isolations after sets went wrong, after our offense didn't create anything, and they wanted him to create out of nothing, which puts the question on our secondary shot maker and shot creator in a way. But it was a weird night for Clay, and Wiggins, I would just like him to actually play like, the athlete that he is. But there's something clearly not right. We can speculate. I would like to see him maybe get at least actually a catch and shoot mid range for once instead of a 3-pointer, instead of a isolation or a post up where those post ups lead to turnovers most of the time or are just bad at most of the time. And you can see he's not as assertive and aggressive as he was, because, I mean, look at this play right here where he turns it over. He would go at Josh Allen, Jared Allen, if he was right, and he just is not. And the Warriors are so far 17th in pace, according to NBA.com, which is not the usual for the Warriors. And it feels even worse. It feels like we are playing, way slower than we usually have been. Could it be the age? Is it Chris Paul coming in? Is it mixture of both? I don't know, but it's hurting a lot of our players. It's hurting the young players. It's hurting Clay maybe even Wiggins, even though he looks, of course, very off. And it does not help, of course, like I said, that the starters have had inconsistencies. Draymond in and out the lineup, Wiggins completely off, Clay not being as himself as usual, and Looney also. Looney has been just not as great as he has been last couple of years. His body does not look completely right. He doesn't move as well as he did last year. So I don't know what to do with that. Maybe you need to lean in more onto Trace Jackson Davis and the youth, but it's hard because you want those best players to play the minutes. But I don't know, with Wiggins struggling like this and you doing anything, everything, maybe we need more Kuminga and Moody and play them through their mistakes, because both were not like great today, right? But I would much rather see them more right now than Wiggins, or when Clay's having a bad night. I would much rather see these young guys try a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know what's there. We also, of course, turned the ball over like hell, helped the Cavs get way too many easy buckets, and we were fouling like last year, like I said. And the Cavs also missed a lot of huge opportunities. I don't think our defense is bad. Like the effort is there. The effort and one defensively is there, but we do lack some type of size and speed. We don't have too many great point of attack defenders, or just yeah, that's pretty much it. So that doesn't help, right? Like only Wiggins was able to stop Donovan Mitchell drives in some capacity, and they were missing some layups. They were also missing some wide open 3-pointers. Like, yeah, they didn't score as much as they should have probably. I don't know about the shot quality, but it felt like we were creating way worse looks than they did. On the other hand, even Steph is ISOing a little too much to my liking, but it's warranted. The off-ball actions were not working because they sniffed them out. The cuts were not there. The handoffs were not there. And then you ran some isolation, some pick and rolls, some post ups, some pick and rolls, which pick and rolls were pretty much only with Chris Paul once again, which you just need some variety, maybe more Steph pick and rolls, right? But I don't know. It feels like we might just be too old and small, too small. I know last game I was too positive, now I may be too pessimistic. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's still way too early. We are 6-4 and have a great road record. We have looked bad against the good teams, but it's still early in the season. Rough traveling schedule, not enough continuity from training camp and in the starting lineup. So we have to wait and see. We have to be patient. 25 games in, if it continues like this, then I might be saying out here saying that the too old, too small thing is just too much of an issue. But gotta wait 15 games or so at least more, I would say, and we'll see where it goes there. Hopefully Wiggins get going soon. Clay hopefully finds his rhythm more, even though, like I said, he has not been bad per se, just not explosive. He has not been explosive, which is what makes Clay even a better player, right? And we'll see. We'll see what the shot quality is. We'll see what the pace is. Might be just a mixture of everything, like pace, new faces, inconsistencies in the offensive, in the starting lineups, and the system in and of itself can be an issue from time to time with these players. We will learn a lot more, like I said, in these next 15 games or so, especially these 5 next games. We are at home, Timberwolves twice, which is a big team with great defense, which we struggled against so far this season. So we'll have to wait and see how that looks. And OKC twice, another team we struggled, even though we beat them. They were without Shea, and we still got hung like 140 on us. And they are lengthy and size and youthful, right, speedful guys, which is the opposite of us. And the Houston Rockets, who are defensively nasty, even though we once again beat them. They are once again one of those more lengthy, speed, young teams. So tough test ahead of us, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, catch you all then, babies. Babies. What the fuck? Alright, as always, be kind to yourself and to others. Don't panic just yet. It's a long, long season. A lot can change in a minute, man. Maybe tonight we beat the Timberwolves easily and look great, and all will be like, oh, well, why were we so worried yesterday? So that's the reactionary thing of the regular season. And that is that. Be kind to yourself and to others as always. Love yourselves as much as possible. And yeah, love you.